Hello and welcome to my channel Saivan Vlogs. Here I share tips and tricks to help you live a happier and simpler life. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to declutter your life and make more space for what matters. Decluttering is not just about getting rid of physical stuff, but also about letting go mental and emotional clutter that can weigh you down. So if you are ready to start your decluttering journey, here are 10 questions to ask yourself that will help you make better decisions and free yourself from unnecessary clutter. Number 1. Does this current me love this item? Sometimes we hold on to things that we used to love but no longer serve us or reflect who we are today. Be honest with yourself and ask if you still love the item or if you're keeping it out of habit, guilt, or nostalgia. If it doesn't bring you joy, it's time to let it go. Number 2. Have I used this in the past 6 months? A good rule of thumb is to get rid of anything that you haven't used in the past 6 months, unless it's a seasonal item. If you haven't used it in that time frame, chances are that you won't use it in future either. Don't keep things just in case, because most of the time that case never comes. Number 3. Do I have a specific plan to use this? Sometimes we buy things with the intention of using them, but then we never do. Maybe it's a book we never read, a gadget we never try, or a project we never finish. If you have something that you have been meaning to use but haven't, ask yourself if you have a realistic and a concrete plan to use it. If not, it's better to pass on to someone who will use it. Number 4. Does this item have a home? One of the main reasons of clutter is not having a designated place for everything. If you have something that does not have a home, it will end up being misplaced, lost, or forgotten. Ask yourself if you have a specific spot where you can store the item and if you're willing to make a room for it. If not, it's time to say goodbye. Number 5. Is this item worth the time and energy to maintain? Some items require more care and attention than others, such as clothes that need to be ironed, appliances that need to be cleaned, or papers that need to be filed. Ask yourself if the item is worth the time and energy you spend on maintaining it, and if it adds value to your life. If it is more hassle than benefit, it's probably not worth keeping it. Number 6. Am I holding on to this for someone else's sake? Sometimes we keep things that we don't want or need, but we think someone else might want or need them. Maybe it's a gift from someone, a family heirloom, or a souvenir from a trip. Ask yourself if you are holding on to the item for yourself or for someone else's sake. If it is the latter, consider if the person would really appreciate or care it, or you're just projecting your own feelings onto them. If you don't love it, let it go. Number 7. Does this item align with my goals and values? Another way to declutter your life is to align your possessions with your goals and values. Ask yourself if the item supports your vision of who you want to be and what you want to achieve. Does it help you grow, learn, create, or connect? Or does it distract, drain, or discourage you? If it doesn't align with your goals and values, it does not belong to your life. Number 8. How would I feel if I lost this item? A simple way to gauge how much you value something is to imagine how would you feel if you lost it. Would you be devastated or would you barely notice? Would you replace it or would you live life without it? If you wouldn't miss it or if you wouldn't bother to replace it, then it's not worth keeping. Number 9. Am I keeping this out of fear? Sometimes we keep things out of fear, such as fear of wasting money, fear of missing out, fear of regret, or fear of change. Ask yourself if you're keeping the item because you love it or because you're afraid of letting it go. If it's the latter, recognize that fear is not a good reason to hold on to something. Trust that you will be okay without it and that you will make better choices in the future. Number 10. How would I feel if I donated this item? The last question to ask yourself is how would you feel if you donated the item to someone who needs it more than you? Would you feel relieved, happy, or generous? Would you feel sad, guilty, or resentful? If you would feel the positive emotions, then you know that donating the item is the right thing to do. If you would feel negative emotions, then you need to dig deeper and find out why you are attached to the item and if it's worth keeping. I hope these questions help you declutter your life and make more space for what matters. Remember, decluttering is not about getting rid of everything, but about keeping what you love, use, and need. By asking yourself these questions, you will be able to make better decisions and free yourself from unnecessary clutter. Thank you for watching and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.